how to reconcile doing whatever it takes without adding more guilt or pressure. Well, firstly, ask yourself, what is wrong with guilt? What is wrong with pressure? Ask yourself that. Question your beliefs regarding these emotions. Because how many of you agree, emotions are just emotions? What makes it positive or negative, it really is how we've been programmed to believe themselves to be. However, today we do put a massive emphasis on positive emotion, not realizing people have murdered each other in the name of love, a so-called positive emotion. So we begin to awaken to the realization, the revelation, just because you feel good doesn't mean you're going to have a good life. Just like how if you feel bad doesn't mean you're going to do things bad. How many of you agree? Sometimes you can't control how you feel, but you can definitely control how you respond. That's within your control. We don't have to always respond in a negative way. That's within your control. True, by the way. So just ask yourself, what is wrong with guilt? What's wrong with pressure? Because one thing's for sure, what is a diamond? A diamond is merely a lump of coal that's done well under pressure. True. What is guilt? Guilt is a sign that you're out of integrity. Guilt is a natural byproduct that you was out of integrity. So guilt as an emotion is actually a great stimulus that allows us to reflect, readjust, realign, so we are more intact. What is integrity? Comes from the Latin integer, which means to be intact. Yes? An airplane that's trying to take you to a different country needs to be intact. Otherwise, it's a dangerous vehicle. It cannot get you to your destination. Just like us human beings, we are always trying to be intact, to be in integrity. But there are times we're not acting in integrity. And so what do we experience afterwards? We experience what's called guilt. I remember I would go to these networking parties and I promised myself I'll be more expressive, go approach people I haven't spoken with, but then I'll just be like a wallflower, don't speak to anybody, and I just go home. On the way home, I'm like, oh my, feeling guilty, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that. How many of you ever had these moments before? So my guilt is telling me I was out of integrity. I don't want to get rid of that guilt. I need to feel more of it, right? Because it's helping me to arrive. Yes, it's helping me to be intact. Without that guilt, without that feedback, I don't know, I'm out of sync with myself. So guilt is a very, very important feedback mechanism. Life is trying to make you move on track. Hence why, how many of you ever tried never living up to your potential before? As in you just binge watching TV every day, not going for what you want? What do you experience? Guilt. True. So all of these emotions, remind yourself, is what you make of it. For me personally, guilt is a great feedback mechanism. Pressure is a great way to become a diamond. When we are doing whatever it takes, whatever you feel, just realize it's just normal. When you're trying to stretch yourself and discover how great you can really be, think about this, and you feel uncomfortable, it is normal. So let me ask you this. How can you know how great you really are if you're trying to avoid pressure all the time? Physically not possible. So what I'll just invite you to do is move forward, regardless of what you feel, and discover where you truly can reside, provided you do not hold yourself back. Remind yourself, as a wise nutritionist once said, it is not our physical limits that holds us back. It is our beliefs about our physical limits. That is our greatest obstacle.